Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. This is the May full moon reading for the sign of Scorpio, our beautiful water sign of Scorpio. Alright, so we're going to start right off with the Wild Unknown Oracle deck, Spirit Animal Oracle deck, and we'll pull out your spirit animal for this full moon period. Love the Scorpios, intense people. I always say, if you've never looked into the eyes of a Scorpio, put it on your bucket list. Very amazing characters. Deep water. Very deep water. Passionate, folks. Very passionate. Very fiery in their own way. Very water way. Very emotional way. Alright, let's get your spirit animal for this full moon period for Scorpio, May 2019. All right, show me what's the energy we're working with. All right, here we go, Scorpio. You have the crow. Beautiful. All right, the crow. Very mystical, right? Deep, keen insight, the crow. Symbol of life and death, of the occult also. The crow is one of the symbols of the occult, esoteric, darker side of life. And then you have the raccoon at the bottom of the deck as well. All right? Earth energy. So air and earth for you. Raccoon is a very resourceful creature. Alright, so you're very resourceful, but also quite sneaky in a way. You're in the dark, right? You're in the shadows right now. But the crow, we're going to get into that in a minute. The crow, it's definitely, you feel like you're going through a period right now where you're changing. Scorpio is already the sign of regeneration. You know, the scorpion's tail can fall off and regenerate and grow back. So you're already, that's already your nature. But now it seems as though you're going through an even more profound change, you Scorpios, right? For those of you who are resonating with this spirit animal right now. Feels like, you know, some of you are evolving. You know, a lot of the signs are about evolving. You know, if you're an evolved sign, you can be a Scorpio, or if you're an evolved Scorpio. And I feel like this is definitely for those of you who are evolving, who are ascending, right? You're becoming very strong spiritually. You're starting to become more confident in yourself, right? Scorpios, of course, confidence is there, but some of you, you know, the constant turmoil, the constant reevaluation that you go through, you're very, you know, it's such a strong sign, you know, you don't take any prisoners, you know. Talks about knowing the past, the present, the future. Again, the symbol of, like I say, the occult. So there's like a deep, you know, you're getting more in touch with your spiritual side. Perhaps you're starting to get more in touch with that side of you, right? The side that does believe in the esoteric fields and spirituality and messages and things like that. You know, the forces that are unseen. You know, that the crow also talks about a desire, right? An attention increasing in those areas of your life. Okay? So let's see what the cards have to say. Deviant Moon deck for our beautiful Scorpios. Full moon period. Give us a clear message, a clear reading. What are Scorpios having to deal with this full moon period for May 2019? All right, show it to me clear. Things to look out for, admonishments, reaffirmations. All right, messages of support, warnings. Give us a clear message for Scorpios. Full moon reading for May 2019. Show me. Here we go. We're going to take each card in turn. Move this over. My lunar readings are slightly different. Instead of turning all the cards over at once, I like to take them in turn. One by one, we'll go through it all. Pick out the story, the message. Queen of Cups at the center. Again, this card has come up before. And the Magician also has come up before. All right, so 8 of Cups. Right, you're ready to move on. You want a deeper relationship. You're done with shallow relationships, right? Turning your back on the type of relationships you're used to. You're ready for your love life to ascend. Queen of Cups, here you are, Scorpio. You want to give your cup of love. You're ready to receive it. You're ready to give and to receive now. Okay, you're finding yourself at this point. Perhaps there's someone that you're trying to bring closer to you because you have the Magician card crossing or covering. So you're manifesting right now. You're really trying to manifest this love. I feel like you're trying to bring it towards you. Especially with this crow energy where you're tuning more into your spiritual side, right? I think perhaps some of you Scorpios are starting to... trying to use those energies to manifest this love. Look at this, King of Cups at the bottom. Wow, you're trying to bring in your mate. You're definitely trying to bring in your mate, male or female, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at this. Excuse me. You have Queen of Cups in the middle and King of Cups. So this is your natural mate, your equal, right? So you've got your eyes set on someone, and I feel like it is your equal, Scorpio, for sure. Lovers. Here we go. You are in love, Scorpio. This is a time of love for you. Trying to bring in someone. Trying to bring someone close to you. You're trying to bring that soulmate energy to you. Have you fallen in love, Scorpio? Wow. Strong energy. Choices. 2 of Discs. You've had to make a choice recently, I feel, right? You feel like you could have it all. You wanted to have your cake and eat it too. I think you're realizing you can't, and now you have to make a choice, right? You see the dancer, she has 2 discs, and she's very deftly dancing with both of them. But at some point, you won't be able to juggle everything, right? And we'll see, can you or can't you? But that's definitely where you've come from. It could be a choice, or it could just be that you've had 2 options, right? You've had options in a very real way. This could be options for career as well as options for relationships. You know, it's just two scenarios, right? You've been dealing with 2 possible scenarios in the recent past. I don't know if you've made that decision yet or not. 4 of Cups. So someone is giving you an offer. Right? Someone perhaps has recently given you an offer. It could be part of this decision that you had to make, or this juggling of 2 scenarios. But the offer was kind of empty. You feel like it was just another kind of empty offer, empty cup. It's not really worth it. Look, I have 3 other cups here, just the same. I'm bored. It's, whatever came your way, you were really bored with it, right? And you feel like that's not what you want anymore. You want this. You want the lovers. You want the soulmate connection. And I know, and then on top, right, in your conscious mind, in your mind's eye, you just keep feeling like so far it's just not been satisfying. The relationships haven't been that lovers. That's what you want, and that's what you're focusing on now. Knight of Swords is coming in, so communications are definitely coming in. Meetings are coming in. Clarity. Could be that you're meeting with someone and you're getting some emotions clear. Could be you're meeting with a loved one. But definitely, Knight of Swords talks about a meeting of the minds, right? And not pulling any punches, being, like I say, coming together. This could be lovers, partners. It could be at work, but it's definitely a conversation you're having face to face with someone where you're being honest, where you need to be honest, and that's up here as well at the top underneath this King of Cups. So whether you're the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups, whoever you're having that conversation with, see, I feel like could be vice versa, right? For those of you who are male or female, or if you're dealing with male or female, you have Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups. So it's the union of equal partners with the Knight of Swords coming in. And it's through this conversation that you guys are going to get that union. The Moon, I think for a while, you've been dealing with unseen issues, right? You haven't seen the full picture. So perhaps you haven't seen this most recent opportunity for love. You haven't really seen it for what it is. It's always been kind of hazy. It's been kind of elusive, right? So the Moon has been a lot of Moon energy. It could be that you've been dealing with a lot of nighttime energy, going out, hanging out, vices. The Moon can talk about indulging in vices, a lot of drinking and partying, etc. But yeah, you have to, I think that's why the Knight of Swords is here. It's cutting through some of this. This conversation, this honest conversation is going to help deal with a lot of the confusion that the Moon can bring. A lot of the illusion that the Moon can bring when you're not seeing things clearly. And the Devil, wow. So the Devil here is temptation. It can also indicate very strong physical attraction, right? So there's a strong physical attraction that's coming, that you feel, right, already. It's coming. It's going to be getting even stronger. It could be as well that you're feeling as though temptation is coming. You know, you're feeling tempted. You feel like, you know, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you feel like you might have to be careful. You know, you might have to watch out, you know, because somebody is tempting you to the darker side, right? Tempting you to overindulge. You don't like to let go. You don't like to be out of control of your emotions or your carnal lusts, right, Scorpio? You like to have that in check. So there may come a point in time in the next few weeks where you're really kind of struggling because of that strong attraction that you have. You don't want to be out of control. High Priestess energy talks about being intuitive, in touch with yourself, right? Employing that sixth sense. The High Priestess is so wise, you know. She knows what's going to come, what has come, what's going to come, and what's happening at all times because she's so in tune. She's so in touch. She has such far-reaching wisdom and intuition that she listens to, right? And so that's going to be coming up for you as well in terms of in your subconscious, you're going to know, right? You're going to know what's right. Especially with the Moon being up here and the High Priestess down here. On the surface, it may seem hazy, but deep in your heart, you know. And I think deep in your heart, you know who you're in love with as well. You know who your lover is. You know you want this person, or you're going to be coming to a decision about wanting this person, whether or not they make you feel out of control or not. All right, let's get some clarity from the Thoth Deck. Wow. Yeah, this is Scorpio definitely feeling someone and getting into their feelings about it, right? Scorpio, when you're in love, it's like sometimes you don't like that feeling of necessarily being out of control or having, you know, being in such attraction to someone that you're out of control or that you can't control your lust. The Devil can talk about real lusty kind of carnal pleasure, which you love, right? Scorpio, you do enjoy that, but you don't like the idea of your emotions running away from you, you know, making you feel vulnerable. You don't want to feel vulnerable, that's for sure. There's definitely a soulmate connection here with the Lover's card, especially with the Queen of Cups and King of Cups. Very equal. You know, this person that you're with, you see them as an equal for sure. Kind of like the perfect partner almost, right? Bonnie and Clyde. Give us some clarity on this reading for our lovely Scorpios, this love scenario. Give us some clarity here in this reading for Scorpio, full moon, this May 2019. Show me. Show me. Here we go. Wow, here we go. The Devil came right up again. A lot of lust here. A lot of sexual attraction. The Hierophant, commitment on the Lover's card. Commitment. You want a commitment with this person. Lust, strength has come as well. Wow. All major arcana. Adjustment. Justice. You feel like you deserve justice in your relationships. You feel like you've really gone through the ringer, and you deserve a better relationship, and one will come forward. Two of Wands. It's been a battle, almost a battle. Virtue. Three of Wands has come up. Two of Wands has come up before it too. Luxury coming up as a confirmation on that Devil card, because you really enjoy this union. And High Priestess. Mercury and Sagittarius. Eight of Wands. Swift communication. And again, the Moon at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Whew. Beautiful, beautiful confirmation. So again, confirming that you haven't seen everything quite clearly about this. It could be that you've been for a long time just had the wool pulled over your eyes. You haven't really seen. Could be that this might be someone you've known for a long time, someone that you haven't actually been involved with until recently. The Devil card coming out to clarify, King of Cups. So again, deep connection, carnal lust. You really feel physically attracted to this person. There's a lot of passion, right? You feel creative. This person inspires you. Right? The Devil card talks about creativity and inspiration as well, right? You can see here the phallus symbol with the creative creation in the two globes at the bottom. You know, obviously what it looks like, but it's it's also to indicate, some of the greatest works of art come out of sexual passion and sexual energy, right? So the Devil card isn't always a negative card. It's also just who we are as people. We lust, we have carnal, we indulge in carnal pleasures, and we have strong sexual attraction for each other. And I think in this reading, that's what the Devil indicates, a very strong physical attraction. That's really powerful here as well. Hierophant as a clarifier on the Lovers. You ready to make a commitment? Perhaps you haven't been in the past, but you're ready now. You want a commitment with this lover, and you've shown a lot of strength recently. It could be, especially with this Two of Discs. So you had the Lust card, the Strength, the Leo card. So that just shows that perhaps you've worked through some issues with jealousy and envy. It could be that, before you were just kind of like a really immature Scorpio, and having gone through this recent kind of like period, you've grown up and matured, and you realize that there's no room for jealousy. And Evolved Scorpio is truly a magnificent sign to see, because they have kind of dealt with those deeper, darker sides of their nature, which can be, resentment or wanting wanting to get revenge, envy or jealousy or things like that. Those type of more baser emotions that come out of our passions. And you've really done a lot of work. You've really calmed those down, perhaps, Scorpio. You're in check now. You're in control of your emotions, right? And Justice here to clarify this Four of Cups. This, you do feel like it's been, lately you've had a really kind of unfair run. It's been unfair. Perhaps you've had relationships. Each time you think it's going to be a good relationship, something happens, and it's just like you can't win for losing, right? But the Justice has come through. Adjustment card has come through to show you that things are adjusting, especially since you've come through this change period. Things adjust when we change, when we evolve, and you are going to start getting some justice in your relationships. You're going to start getting the type of relationship that you feel you deserve. Two of Wands, it's been a long battle. Knight of Swords, you could feel as though like you've really battled for this person. You could have had a crush on this person for a very long time, Scorpio, and it could be that only now it's starting to come to fruition, and you feel like you've really like put the time in, right? You've battled, and now you're starting to, you feel like perhaps you're starting to win the battle. At least that's how you're seeing it in your mind, Mars and Aries energy. So that could be how you're seeing it. It's not like a physical battle. It doesn't mean that you've necessarily been competing for their affections. But I think that perhaps, especially if it's a case of you having really cared for this person for a while, maybe this person didn't know it. Maybe you were just friends. You didn't tell them. Who knows? But it does feel like here, like you really feel, Scorpio, you feel like you've really worked hard and you've really put the time into this, right? In a way, right? It could have been a relationship that started and stopped and started and stopped, right? Could be a friends with benefits relationship that you've kind of stuck with and stuck with and stuck with until it turned into something more. But somewhere along the line, Scorpio, you definitely feel like you've put the work in. And here we go, the moon, right? Again, to clarify the moon, yeah, you haven't seen things completely clearly about this relationship, but there is virtue there. It isn't as if there's like anything deceptive that's, anything bad that's been hidden, right? Sometimes the moon can be a sign that we've been deceived, right? But I don't feel like this is the case. The clarifier is Three of Wands, and Three of Wands is virtue. It's looking at a situation honestly and judging the next step through virtue, through applying your principles and what you believe in and staying true to what you believe in and moving forward in that vein. So again, I feel like perhaps you just simply haven't seen this relationship, or haven't seen aspects to this relationship clearly, but now they're starting to be uncovered, and what's being uncovered is very beautiful. It could be that there's been the seeds of a very strong relationship there all along, right? And now you're realizing it, right? Now the virtue is coming through, now that you're seeing through the light of the moon. You're seeing through that. You're seeing with clarity now. Sun in Aries is shining through that moon, right? That elusive moon. And then here we have Four of Cups, clarifying the Devil. Again, luxury, deep physical attraction, enjoyment. You really enjoy your time with this person, right? This lover that you're calling in, this Queen of Cups to your King of Cups, or this King of Cups to your Queen of Cups, you guys really enjoy your time with each other. There's a lot of good sexual energy, good sexual tension, and energy, right? But also luxury card is an admonishment card. It's a warning, not too much, right? Don't be too caught up in only the physical. Make sure that your relationships have substance. Because that luxury card can quickly turn into debauch, which is the next card where you just have too much of a good thing. High Priestess is Mercury and Sagittarius energy. So again, it's swift, good communication, clear communication. You're getting to the bottom of things. Again, this is at the bottom here. It's opposite of the moon, right? So the moon, which has been elusive, but the priestess, high priestess energy, which cuts through all that and is wise and sees through it. It's the same thing with this. The Three of Wands is virtue. And you have also the Eight of Wands, that communication, right? So communicating that which you have learned through your high priestess shadow work is what's going to get you through. This is what's going to get you that rainbow. Clearing up any misunderstandings, right? I feel like you're working towards a commitment here, Scorpio, with someone that you really love. After having had a lot of misgivings, a lot of relationships that were just not enough for you, just not satisfactory, up to scratch. I'm going to pull some romance angels for this reading, because this is definitely a reading about love. Bringing in love, bringing in your perfect match, your partner, your perfect partner. Romance angels, give us 3 cards for this beautiful reading for Scorpio who's bringing in their love. This evolved Scorpio has done the shadow work and is now ready for that higher love, deeper love, more transcendent, moving on from these shallow relationships, or relationships that have brought nothing but a disappointment, that have not been satisfying for this Scorpio. Show me. This could be the one. Separation. Could have been you had a period of separation, forgiving and learning. So this is it. It could be that you had a period of separation from this person, that you haven't quite been that close. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, right? So this definitely could be the one you're seeking. But again, there's separation here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It could be that you've had a separation. You could be going in, but I don't see a separation on the card coming forward to you. I feel like perhaps that this is a partnership that at times you've been separated from. You haven't actually been together in this relationship, right? And perhaps now I feel like now you're coming together. It can also be an admonishment that separation is on the cards if you have too much of this. Remember, this is the warning here. too much sex and pleasure without working on the actual relationship and giving the relationship substance, okay? And then here we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Well, this is what I'm talking about, Scorpio. I feel like in the past, you're forgiving and learning from some of these relationships that you've had, right, that have really made you upset. You've really felt unfair, right? But you're forgiving and learning now. You're realizing that those relationships weren't meant for you anyway. And I feel like you're starting to have a gentleness, a calm that's coming over you. And that forgiving and learning is what's opening you up to this deeper relationship that really is what you truly want to make a commitment to. This is where you want to make your commitment. You want this kind of relationship. Look at how they are entwined. I mean, just absolutely in love, right? Just adoring each other. This is what you want, and you want to make a commitment to that. But healing and learning from the past relationships and letting go of the resentment that sometimes you can feel when they haven't worked out is what's opening you up to this new relationship. What a beautiful reading, Scorpios. You got a good thing on the horizon. This is what you're looking for. If this message resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified on all my videos, not just some of my videos. This is a wonderful reading, a wonderful full moon. You're having a great time at this period of time, Scorpio. If this is the love that you want solidified, okay? All right, so thank you to all of you who subscribed and commented so far. I don't want this video to be too long, so for now I'm just gonna say have a wonderful full moon. Bye bye.